There I am. I'm live. Yes. Do, 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 do. Hang on. We're telling more followers to join your video. Well, get out there. Start telling them. Get that loudspeaker going. Tell the world. Mama's on. There we go. They're telling people that I'm on. Yet, I don't know. One day, everything will just poof, and then I'll have thousands of people on here following me. Wouldn't that be just absolutely lovely? I would probably shit myself. Tell you the truth, if that happened, I'd be just like, what? That'd be so cool. That'd be cool. But so far, right now, it's you and me. Just you and me. That's it. You and me. That's all. Just here. Coming to you with the 411 of the shenanigans of the planets and the world around you. Every day is a new day, and every day there's some new shenanigans going on. And sometimes you just got to shake your head and you're like, oh my God, are you serious? This is, it's just, you just sort of wonder where people's common sense actually went. Because you just watch some of this the cray that is out there, and the things that people are doing. First, sometimes you wonder where the humanity went, and then you wonder, like, where's your mama? Because how were you raised, and who raised you to think you could do half the things that you are doing? And where's the respect? You start looking around, where's the respect? And it's just still, you just shake your head. Then I look at the astrology and I go, oh, okay, I get it. Mercury is going to be out of shadow tomorrow with the full moon. And on that note, if you are wanting a full moon reading, get a hold of me. Or if you are wanting the last 7 new moon and full moon readings for the year, let me know, because there's a lot that's going to start happening in this next quarter. October. What can we say about October? October is going to be where it's like a soap opera, I guess. My vision is that if you've ever watched any soap operas and Cynthia goes up, or Joan goes up, or Ted goes up the stairs into the attic, and he disappears and he never comes down, and then 2 years later, there he is coming up. Where have you been? I've been in the attic for the last 2 years. Things like that. They're going to be pulling things out like that. So it's going to be like really a lot of drama, a lot of overacting, different little pieces of chaos, that's going to be going on. And this full moon is sort of like activating it. We got an activation, and it's in Aries. So we have a lot of things that are going to be activating a lot of drama that are going on. People are wanting to do things, they're wanting to go places, they're wanting to get things done. Yeah, with Neptune being in Pisces, might feel like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I don't have the right material yet. And it's that over dramatization of the energies, right? And feeling that they don't have the capacity to do what it is that they really wanted to do. And, and sit there and whine and complain about it. But that's where again, that's where it comes down. What do you have inside yourself to give you that strength and that courage to carry on, to give you that inner being to be able to stand firmly in what you are doing and firmly in what you are saying, right? Because there's going to be a lot that will be said, a lot of things people are going to be doing that are going to put you for a loop, that's going to take you from one end to the other end. And you just have to make sure that you have your grounding, to be able to forge ahead in these crazy times. Now, a few people have they've I love it when people send about this alert that's coming in on October 4th, and I'm just like, okay, it's an alert. Um, and that's all I got. It's an alert, you know. It's an alert that's coming in that is one of those things that they're just getting people prepared. But then, if you get that alert and they're telling you something's going to happen, hopefully you already prepared for everything and you're not waiting for the alert to tell you to get prepared. You know, it's like by that time it's too late. But what you will find, what you're going to find, um, over the next little while, what you're going to find is that after that alert goes out, I can guarantee you that prices are going to go up through the roof. Like a lot of things, like are you're going to start seeing prices start really inch up higher and faster because there's going to be more of a demand. People are going to be panicking more about preparedness and getting prepared. So a lot more people are just going to be freaking out over it. So this is why it's like, get ahead of it, right? Don't wait until you get a knock on the door, right? So don't wait for a knock on the door. So that's the whole thing. Just you got to be prepared now. I mean, the United States, as advanced United States is, it is also very backwards in a lot of things that they do. Their sorry, their main structure or computer, like when COVID happened and people were getting laid off, places like Georgia and down south, their system was not up to date. Their computer systems were not. And that's the thing. You got to realize that a lot of things in the States, they're not totally up to date with the places that are up to date with new technology and stuff are places like NASA, the Pentagon, but sometimes in just different areas, they're not totally, they don't really have it all together. So in doing this, it really gets everybody excuse me, on the same line. That's a big thing. And getting everybody connected on the same line so they're able to bring whatever messages that they have to bring forth. It's not like, I know Canada, like for instance, Canada had the debit card, and using a debit card, the very first places that really started having a debit card was Europe was the very first place that they started having debit cards. And a lot of times when debit cards started to come into Canada, a lot of people thought, oh my God, that's so stupid. Who's going to go to 7-Eleven and use their debit card for $1? Now you think about it. How many people just go to 7-Eleven or go someplace like, oh shit, I don't have $1. I'm going to use my debit card. Right? In the States, they were still writing checks to go to McDonald's. So think about that. Yes, there's great advance. There's technology. They're the hub. They have that technology for a lot of things, but yet in a lot of ways they're quite behind. So in doing that alert, it's connected. They have to, right? They have to get some kind of form of connection so they can let people know, hey, an atomic bomb just landed on New York or whatever, or they just blew up the White House, whatever it is. That's what they have to do because they don't have it, kind of thing. But if that's coming over our phone, if that actually happens, I'm sorry, it's probably going to be way too late. The PM and the president and everybody else is in their bunkers. So this is why it's always really good to be prepared for your own self and not wait for any alarm to come in and tell you what the fuck to do or knock on the door. So that's the thing. And we, this next quarter, it's not to scare people, but it's to prepare people and to awaken them, because now they're talking about recession. Now, since they changed the name of recession, it's been where people will continue spending. That's the main reason they changed the name. That's the meaning of it. They changed the meaning of it so that you would go out as a consumer and continue spending, so they could continue printing the money and printing everything out. And now they're coming in because they can't avoid it. They can't avoid not saying we're not in a recession, right? So over the next 4 to 5 months, I'm going to say for over this next quarter into the first quarter of next year, it's going to be a cold winter because the price hikes are going to be really crazy, really crazy. And this is where a lot of people are going to start, food banks, things like that are going to be used massively. Helping people out to pay for their heating and things like that are going to be a huge thing. It's going to be, within social services and things like that. Here in Alberta, and I'm not sure in other provinces, but I know they have where they're not allowed to cut your heat off. They can put it down to a minimum, but they're not allowed to cut your heat off. So they have so you can, so you don't freeze to get to death. So I think it's between October and April or something where they're not allowed to cut off heat or anything like that. They can change your provider. Here in Alberta, if you're not paying, if say you're with NMAX, they can change your provider to Direct Energy or some other energy outlet if they find that you're in default and stuff. Don't know if that's in all provinces, but that's the thing, is like there's a lot of things that are going to be coming in and sort of putting a strain on our society. People are going to be feeling it, and that's where the drama you're going to start feeling the drama starting to come in. And feeling the drama around you. You're going to start seeing, things, start to really feel the crunch of everything. That's why it's like, well, you've been telling us this since like 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Well, yeah, because just think if you started saying 2019, 2020, when I started telling you about all the bullshit, just think how far ahead you would be now, right? Because I noticed even like for Steve and I, like we had quite a bit more stocked up than what we do now. We don't have as much stocked up as we do now because we have 3 kids living out on their own, and mom and dad are their grocery store sometimes. So we don't have, it's dwindled down. So, and plus it's looking at what would get us through. Now it's like, thinking about what could get you through a month, like month, 2 months, 3 months, even 6 months, right? So looking at your 6 months supply. And that seems like a lot, but it's what our grandparents did. It's what my parents did. So my parents are probably, to some of you guys, grandparents. So this is normal. This is a normal way of being. We are the first time in history of the world, the last, I'd say from the baby boomers to the newest generations that are coming out, have been the freest of all the generations ever on this earth. This earth has always been, there's always been an elitist, I hate that word, ruler, like an elite ruling class. There's always been that on this earth, like where they were the ruling ones. Either they were thought of like gods, like in in Egypt, in Babylonian times, throughout Greece. We could go all the way into with the Spanish, all through Europe. When you go through European history, you see that there were kings and queens ruling, and then their families were ruling, and whoever they liked, they would give them land and stuff like that, the lords and the ladies. That's why you got some of the earls and stuff that have land today. That's why the royal family's so rich since the Dark Ages. It's like a lot of land that they still own, that land from the Dark Ages. It's just been transferred from one family, royal family, to the next one, and it's been kept in the coffers, kind of thing. So you wonder, when people say, and they see all of this, like, as I'm watching shit happen, say, let's bring in Mr. T from down south. You watch what's happening. I mean, that kind of shit is what they did to their enemies. They tried to, but the only difference is that they're not going to cut his head off yet. Yet, I say, who knows? You see these types of things throughout history, right? Of the elitists and controlling. Same with our PM. You see that, and you see that drama, and you're going to see more of that unfold. And then people with, especially with Neptune in Pisces, it's going to be feeling very like, oh, I can't do anything. Things are so bad, and you can get yourself in that sort of downward spiral. Yet Mars, as Mars is trying to do his damnedest to get through Libra and weigh and balance everything out, as he just wants to get home to Scorpio. No, that's going to be a whole nother kettle of fish when Mars goes into Scorpio, just saying. You want some dungeon shit and scummy stuff getting dug up and craziness happen. That's Mars and Scorpio. It brings in the the parts of the world, or the parts that you really don't want to see. And it's opposite Uranus. It'll be opposite Uranus and Jupiter. So this energy right now is like more, I'm going to say, of a time of letting you know, what do I need to do to stabilize myself spiritually? What are the things, like, maybe you've already got your stuff all pepped up, but have you prepped you up? Have you worked on you, your soul, your energy? What kind of practice do you have, right? Because that's going to be a very important piece to this all, because you have to have something there to give you a basis. So in order for you to carry on each day, in order for you to be able to be prepared to do some of the things that you want to do, you have to have some kind of something that is beyond oneself in a belief system, whatever that is. And that is so imperative as we are heading into the rougher seas of this last quarter. Like, things have been pretty hairy up, it's, it's like half the shit that has been going on. I mean, you just got to shake your head, because you just don't believe it. You just like, it's like, what? What? Huh? Are you sure? Let me see it again. So this is where it's like, okay, you know what? I know where I am spiritually. I know I have a divine connection to my God and my goddess. I know I bring in my angels. I know I bring in my meditation. I do my yoga. I have my meditation in the morning that I do. And, throughout the day, I'll do some journaling and then work on whatever I need to work out. It's coming in and allowing yourself to come into your alignment. And you don't have to you don't have to be at home. You could be doing this. You could be working in your office. If you have an office job and you get that break, or you just get a moment to breathe, you take in that moment and you just allow yourself to breathe and let it out, and then grab your coffee and have a sip and just say, thank you. Thanks for this day. Thank you. I got a job right now. Maybe I like it. Maybe I don't like it, but I got a job. Thank you. Thank you. This is giving me what I need right now, right? That's what you need to do. And if you don't have that in some way, hello, little Miss Honeybee, little Cynthia. If you don't have that, you have to start creating it in some way. Now, here I am, spiritual love of life coach, can help you if you want that guidance. I'm coming here daily, doing the vision board virtual retreat that I'm doing October 21st, 22nd. It's a snippet because it is to my little journey club. It's a snippet of the journey club made into a vision board. And the workbook that I created, it is a workbook that has been created from different things and different modalities that I have done, putting it in to this workbook take it out from my journey club, and we're doing it in 2 days. But what's beautiful is that you're going to have this workbook that you can utilize throughout the year as you go into 2024, right? So giving you the tools, trying to give you tools to aid you through a lot of the turbulence that they're going through. Things like, a lot of craziness, especially with the inflation that's going to be hitting us extremely hard, from our gas prices to our home prices to people paying their mortgages and rents. I am blessed right now where I'm living. I am living in a place where the person who owns this house has owned it for over 25 years. It's probably paid for. It's probably paid for. I'm paying for his retirement, which is totally fucking fine for me because I'm in a place that is stable. The rent that is here right now, he's not wanting to raise it up. He could if he wanted to. He could probably make a hell of a lot more money off where I'm living than what he is right now. But it's bringing in the stabilization, right? And for him, he's like, okay, I got people in here that aren't leaving. They ain't going nowhere right now because it's centralized. It's in a good spot. It's a 1 bedroom. It's perfect for Steve and I, and the dog and the cat. Have no chickens. But it's bringing that in. It's like, okay, this is what I got. This is what you have to look at, for people. It's like, interest rates. Interest rates, yes. Are they going to be going up? Yeah, they're going to be going up. Do I see them in double digits? Yes, I do see interest rates going up into double digits. It's going to be, I feel like the interest rates they don't want it to, but they will have no choice. The interest rates are probably going to be higher than what they were. I would say very close to what they were in the 70s, which were fucking crazy. I know some of you may not know anything about the 70s. That's okay. Some of you were born in the 70s or the 80s. It's perfectly okay. It's fine. But that's where it is. It's like, because it's going to get to a popping point within the world and within our own selves that you need to have when everything is going crazy, right? When everything is feeling fucked up, you need to have that centeredness of who you are and your connection. And what is that connection? Like Steve does his prayers every day. Like he has his prayers that he does every day. I have my prayers that I do every day. It is having that harmony. This is what we're doing. This is part of our routine, right? I even see Mateus sometimes, Olivia will find him and he's sitting there like this. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm meditating. Cool. Meditate, connect, do that, have that silence, have that quietness, right? So here are some of the prompts that I'm going to give you. I have 120 prompts, but as I said yesterday, I give you 5 each day. Write about a friend that you are grateful for. There's a prompt. Write about somebody you're grateful for, a friend. List 5 people that have had a positive impact on you and how. Now, these prompts really get you to think, right? When you think about, okay, write about a friend that you're grateful for. Well, I can start naming off quite a few friends that I am so grateful for, that they are a part of my life, that they're there for me, and I know I can rely on them. People who have made an impact, 5 of them. Okay. Who is someone that has inspired you in the last week and how? Who's inspired you this week? And this could be anywhere. This could be online. This could be, it could be you talk to a clerk at the store. It could be anybody, right? What is something special, unique, and extraordinary about yourself? What's something special, unique, and extraordinary about yourself? Now, many times people don't like to write about themselves and write about how wonderful and beautiful and sexy and scrumptious and voluptuous they are. They don't want to write that because they're like, oh, I just don't want to be conceited. Be fucking conceited. Write that shit out. Okay. All right. Last one. How has your greatest accomplishments so far changed your life? Whoa. That could make you really sit down and think. How has your greatest accomplishment so far changed your life? And sit there, write them out. Maybe you have more than one. Maybe you have 2 or 3. Maybe you have, I don't know, 20. Write that shit out. Get your journal out. Go back at about, what is it, about 3 minutes of this video. Go back at around 23 minutes and write these prompts out, right? So these are, I have 120 journal prompts that I got together and put them in a PDF. I will make, once we go through all of this, I'll make, if you want, I have the PDF if you are wanting the PDF. Bring it, you can have it for a donation. So mama ain't just going to give it to you. You got to give me a donation, like buy me a coffee or something. And I'll send you the PDF, and it has 120 prompts in there for you. That's where it's at, really, with this energy and where the moon is. And as we are on the eve of a full fucking moon, super moon, we've had 4 of them in a row. And this super moon is one in Aries, and it's going, and it's not an eclipse, you know, because the North Node is in there. And I was like, okay, why isn't it an eclipse? Why isn't it an eclipse? So I was listening to a few astrologers, and how did they put it? Because I was unaware of this. So I learned something new. It was awesome. A hidden eclipse. That's what they call it, a hidden eclipse. So if you think about this, because eclipses happen where the nodes are, and the nodes right now are in Aries and Libra. So, and usually you could go a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, right? You could, you know, that's usually how it works. Okay, you have fun at the 7-Eleven. Be nice to people, Steve. He's always nice to people, just let you know. Except if they piss him off. So this one is sort of a hidden eclipse. And then I got to looking at the energies. Well, if it's hidden, that means that there's going to be something hidden in Aries. What is Aries? Aries is springtime. It's a starter. It is also, Aries is also known as a rambunctious god of war. It is a sparking of something. So something hidden is going to come in, and it's going to spark something. Something is going to get sparked, and it's going to be something that people aren't really aware of because it's hidden. So something hidden is going to come in. And within this hidden energy, we're going to find, and this could be within our own lives, you know, what do you feel is hidden, or what do you think is going to spark something? And it could be a good thing, it could be a bad, you know, it could be a really positive thing that really sparks you into a beautiful new direction, right? And in sparking you to get you into a new direction is allowing for you to allow for the inspirations to come in, and being aware of any self-doubt that you may be having about the information that's coming in, because that could happen. You know, we get the self-doubt. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, it's stupid. Oh, 20 other people are doing it. I don't give a fuck about the other 20 people because they're not me. So I'm going to do it my way, right? You know, they're going to do it their way. I'm going to do it my way. Like, so allow yourself this beautiful energy to come in. It's going to spark you. It's going to give you something that you may not really understand at first, or you might not have the full information, but you have an inkling on what direction do I need to go. Oh, this really feels fun. This feels right. You know, you get that feeling, but it's scary because you haven't been up that road before, or you haven't been down that path, or that's something I don't know how to do. It's like me doing digital design. Like, I've never done this shit before, but I watch videos and then I try and do it. Same with painting. I go and I find a beautiful person who's painting, and they're teaching things online, and I learn from that. That's how I learn how to do things, right? Because I'm a cheap person. I'm Irish. I'm cheap. I don't have the money to go and pay somebody $1,000 to do designs for me, or to teach me to do different things. So I'm going to read a book. I'm going to watch a video. That's where the inspiration comes in, and not being afraid to go out and do it and try it. Just try it. Because people will say, well, I can't do that. Oh my gosh. There is just so much out there you can fucking learn and do. There's step-by-step tutorials. I love it. That's what I love about YouTube, because it's going to teach you. There's people out there who's like giving their shit away for free. They might have there. It's like, okay, you could go and subscribe here or go and buy this. Cool. If you find, go for it. Skillshare. Yes, it is a monthly, there's a monthly fee you do have to pay, because it is a subscription. Your first month, I think you can get for free, or your first 2 months. But Skillshare has so many teachers from around the world that are sharing their gifts on there. If you want to learn anything from how to write a business plan to how to paint by numbers, so it's there for us. We just have to allow ourselves to take the opportunity to do the shit. That's where it's at. We got to take the opportunity. We got to stand up there and we got to do it. And that's where it's at, right? Because this energy that comes in with this Aries energy saying, come on, let's get doing it. But that self-doubt is so heavy, right? Such fear comes in. And that fear that comes in holds us down and weighs us down and saying, maybe someone's going to laugh at me. Maybe somebody's going to think I'm stupid. Maybe somebody's going to call me out because I really don't know what I'm doing. We get those crazy things. It's like, I call myself a spiritual love of life coach because that's what I am. I'm a spiritual love of life coach. I love you to death and I'm spiritual as hell. But you know what? When you love somebody and you're a spiritual person, you're going to let them know the truth and you're going to help and guide them so that they can be their shiny, beautiful person they are and not hide away. And sometimes it's hard. You don't want to. You don't want to think differently. I've always thought that way. It's just like, when I watch different astrologers and I'm like, oh, I never knew that. Or I didn't know that. It's like you learn new things that you never even thought about because you had one teacher who taught you a certain way. But there's other ways of learning, other ways of finding information, right? And it's great. It's great. It's same with, how people read cards. So, even though I think I'm better than they are. So, my loves, let's pull some cards. So, pub crawl on Saturday. So, if you are wanting, there's a few spots left. We are starting at Cat in the Fiddle. At 7 p.m. It's $25. And then we're going to go down to Kensington. And we're going to tootle around in Kensington because they're doing some shit down there. And so we're going to go down there and feel the vibrations. And then we're going to go into the Kensington pub. I did not make reservations because I didn't know how many people would be coming. And most pubs, really, they don't take too many reservations. So anyways, we're going to go. We're going to wing it. We're going to have fun. And if you're wanting to join me, definitely let me know. So we're going to be doing that. If you're wanting a full moon reading, let me know. So they're pretty damn awesome. Let's pull some cards here. And my tarot class will be coming out later on in October. So I got a tarot class that's going to be coming out in October. Information will be coming out about that soon. So if you are interested in learning the tarot, it's going to be a one-day class, or if you want a brush up on it, it's going to be about 6 hours or so. Are you ready for this card? Are you ready, guys? Because this is the energy that you need to embrace. Are you ready? It's the sun! Embracing the sun. Embracing the beauty that is around you. Allowing yourself to shine brightly in amongst the darkness. That's where you have to shine. You have to allow that to shine. Allow yourself to be bright. Allow yourself to be that fullness of the energies. And in that, you ready? You ready? Ready? It's going to take you on a new journey. And sometimes you're not going to know every step that you're going to take, because as the fool, as he begins his journey, he's looking up, he's looking for the guidance. He's not looking for where his feet are going. We don't know what that next step is going to be like or what it's going to look like, right? But you also have knowledge of other journeys that you have had. So there's also wisdom within you that's going to help you to shine, to go upon that journey. And as you do, you're going to connect with others and bring in that intuition. The Two of Cups isn't always about love and wonder, but it's about connection. It's also about contracts. Maybe there's something new with contracts, new energies that are coming in to help you to connect, to help you to heal, to allow yourself to rise up within your own self, within the energies around you, so you can be that beautiful, shiny person that you are. All right. And overall, you got to pace yourself. Allow yourself to pace yourself. Pace yourself. Don't try and do everything all at once. Remember, we overestimate what we can do in 1 year. We underestimate what we can do in 3. So don't try and jam pack it all in like one day. It's a full moon. We got to do it all today. No, it's going to take some time. And we got to take just one step at a time and just allow ourselves to embrace that step. All right. And enjoy. So enjoy your journey today. Make sure you put your intentions out to be beautiful, loving. And if you want the PDF, give me a donation. I'll send it out to you, and I'll send you the 120 prompts. So have a blessed one, everybody. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all you say and all you be and all you do. Have a blessed one, everyone. Talk to you soon. Let's put the music on. Bye-bye. See y'all.